XRP Ripple is under the 200-day moving average, but with a massive recent collaboration with MasterCard, this could be setting up a huge parabolic run for XRP. Ripple, new stablecoin RLUSD, its market cap has already surpassed $1 billion. The XRP ETF is set to launch within 2 weeks. We've also seen Gemini launch 100x leverage XRP trading in Europe. With a recent Ripple announcement, they've raised $500 million at a $40 billion valuation. XRP has recently seen nearly 22,000 new wallets in the last 48 hours. And I'm going to be covering all of this latest news about XRP and the recent price action. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe. The first piece of information I want to cover is this massive collaboration with MasterCard, WeBank, and Gemini to introduce RLUSD settlement on the XRP ledger for fiat, credit cards, and even more. So what does this actually mean for XRP? Now here, let's use Grok to understand this recent collaboration and announcement. It involves Ripple partnering with MasterCard, WebBank, US regulated bank that issues credit cards, and a crypto exchange, Gemini. In practical terms, when users spend with the Gemini credit card, the backend settlement between MasterCard and WeBank could leverage the RLUSD on the XRPL ledger for faster, cheaper, and more transparent funds. What does this actually mean for XRP? Its utility in mainstream payments. XRP's already jumped more than 12%, and with the Ripple broader momentum hitting that $500 million in funding round. So what does it actually mean? Here we have higher volume card payments now linking to the XRPL ecosystem, increases demand for XRP and its overall transactions. Because to be able to participate in RLUSD, it means more higher chain activity for XRP. Enhances the credibility because now XRP has actually partnered with MasterCard, one of the biggest, if not the biggest payment system ever. Bridges TradeFi and DeFi, so opens the door for consumers and overall the XRP to take over that industry and sparks that broader growth. So very, very bullish. And in extra news, Ripple stablecoin already surpasses that $1 billion in market cap. So it's clear that as soon as this RLUSD went online within the XRP ledger, here everybody is just jumping on top, actually wanting to participate within the ecosystem, already ranking it as the 10th largest USD stablecoin that ever has existed. The current circulating supply, nearly $1 billion on Ethereum and $200 million on the XRP ledger. So Ripple has started its processing, nearly $100 billion in cumulative payments. So very, very good, using RLUSD as the main settlement stablecoin. Plus, we also have the XRP ETF is set to launch within 2 weeks. That's another major demand driver for XRP because, as we see now, institutions and specifically the retail side of investors will now have that opportunity to participate in crypto without actually, say, jumping within the blockchain ecosystem. They can participate the XRP ETF just using, the traditional trade markets. And that's what really gives a massive demand boost. So here, Nate, anticipating the launch of the XRP ETF, Grayscale, Bitwise, and also CoinShares are preparing their own ETFs for XRP. Then we've seen Gemini has now launched 100x leverage XRP trading in Europe. This just makes a lot of sense as even this initial announcement here partnering with Gemini. So Gemini just offering more services based around XRP. In other news, we've got Ripple announcing that 500 million raise at the 40 billion valuation. So you're raising 500 mil. Strategic investments really showing that strong confidence in XRP, but mainly the Ripple USD stablecoin. And the latest update, XRP Ledger seeing nearly 22,000 new wallets in 48 hours, highest network growth in 8 months, so the largest spike we've seen in newly created XRP wallets, obviously wanting to participate in this new stablecoin ecosystem. So very bullish again, wanting to see a higher amount of demand within the ecosystem. Coming over and jumping to the chart, I want to analyze the current price of XRP because there's something that's really standing out for me. I have the 20 exponential moving average with a negative slope, and price is currently below the 20 EMA. We've also got this blue line here, which is the 200 simple moving average. And both of these lines are acting as a strong resistance. They're currently one of my favorite long-term indicators to use. And on the daily chart, we really need to see a break above this overall EMA and a break above this 200. It's clear that there is a lot of resistance currently above. We've got this initial support to resistance flip. We've got these two EMAs plus the simple moving average. So clearly, we need the right setup, the right amount of demand. But we do have that current setup with the XRP ETF coming out, a lot more demand. We're seeing huge valuation raises, the new stablecoin released. Jumping over to a more longer term chart, it's clear that there is a lot of volatility for XRP. We've basically been sideways since this huge initial push a year ago. So basically since November of 2024, price has really been stuck in this form of a trading range. But there's definitely a lot of support now coming in, a lot of demand increasing for XRP. So still quite bullish on the overall long-term price action. We come down to the weekly. We currently see the 200 simple moving average. It actually changes over to the 50. Bitcoin is actually currently supporting off the 50 simple moving average. I actually see these two converging lines. What we need to see here, the break above this 200 simple, the break above the 220 EMA, and then actually finally get a break to all-time highs above this $3.50 region. I think what's going to be extremely common or extremely likely if we do get this break to all-time highs, it's quite clear that there's been some strong resistances in this area. What I would expect is an initial break above the retest of this level. It would also allow these exponential and simple moving averages to converge and then finally have the positive slope again at that support zone. And then we look for that continued move higher. So we get the breakout, that would give us a confirmation. We then actually look for the retest, look for that entry, and then the continuation. Clearly, overall, Bitcoin and crypto market has been quite bearish for the last couple of days, but these types of setups is really what I love. I love to be buying when everybody else is extremely bearish in these markets. I really want to be selling when everybody on the X timeline is extremely bullish, thinking prices are just going to continue hundreds of percent to the upside. Really understanding the psychology of the market really helps, because even though these last few days have been quite bearish across the entire crypto market, understanding the overall narrative, where we are in the 4-year cycle, and the current crypto news definitely helps a lot. Don't forget to continue watching all of my videos. Check out all the links in the video description. Going to be making another update video for XRP, continuing on these altcoin videos and everything that's happening in the crypto market. Don't forget, you need to be smashing the like, subscribe, and leave a comment on the types of videos you want to see. And I'll see you in the next one.